Hi, everybody. My name is Melissa, and this is my first post for my new YouTube channel. It's called Keto in the Carolinas. I live in South Carolina, and I am one week in doing the ketogenic diet, probably for maybe the 50th time. I was really successful last year and decided to do a cheat day where I would maybe carb shock my body. And then I realized that I'm not that type of person who can do that because food is basically an addiction for me. Anyways, so I decided, I think last year I lost about 30 pounds in a matter of maybe 2 or 3 months, which was awesome. I was so proud of myself. I was down to the weight that I was when I got married, now 6 years ago, but last year that would have been 5 years ago. Anyways, so I fell off the wagon and I've tried to restart several times and just haven't been successful. I don't know, I kind of just like lose motivation. So I figured that this might be a place where, this might be an option for me to get motivated and be accountable by having people watch me lose over 100 pounds. So anyways, like I said, I'm only 1 week in and I've dropped 7 pounds this week, which is pretty awesome. So that's kind of been keeping me motivated to continue this week. So what I want to do basically is I just want to reach out to everybody and every week do like a check-in, or every couple days do a check-in, do some meal prepping with you guys if you guys are interested in that. And I get a bunch of followers, then maybe I will put some effort into that as well. But basically go over like what I eat every day and how I weigh things. So if you're interested in following me and doing that, currently I am, how old am I? I am 37 years old. I live right off of Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. My name is Melissa. I'm married. I have a little boy who is 5 years old. And he's my motivation right now, really, is to get healthy for him so I can help him learn how to like ride a bike and be able to run with him and play with him more comfortably. Right now, like, my activity level is pretty sedentary. Either way, sedentary, I think it is. I have a sit-down job, so I don't get much time to run or walk. Not that I would want to run right now anyway. But I am very limited to, what I can do based on my height and my weight. I'm 5'3" and morbidly obese. And I've been that way probably for like the past 8 years. When I met my husband, I was not anywhere where I am now. I was about 190 pounds. And even for my height, that's a lot. But I wore it well. I wore it differently. Like I've always had a very big butt and a pretty large chest. And I don't know, I was always considered thick, I guess, which I was okay with. I liked the way that I looked that way. But now I'm not anywhere near that. And so I want to try this again and be able to do it through the holidays, which holidays are hard because, people don't technically or always cook how you eat. But last year I ended up packing all my own meals for the holidays. Like my mom makes an amazing lasagna, and I actually just like took off the lasagna noodles and just ate the meat and cheese out of it, which worked out really well. And I was very satisfied, and she had a salad and some vegetables there. I'm at home alone right now. I'm not feeling well, so I actually called off of work today. So that's kind of why I sound like nasally a little bit. But I will when my husband is around, I will have him film me so you guys can see my size and my shape. I'm sitting down, so it's not very accurate. But believe me, I'm morbidly obese and trying to get to a healthy weight and have a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle, be more active and be able to do things with my kid that I struggle with right now. Like we do bike rides, but not very long ones, just because my knees hurt, my back hurt. We do walks, but I can't really walk like that long. And this is not an excuse. Honestly, my back really starts to hurt because I'm carrying around so much extra weight that it's uncomfortable. And so when we do walk, like it's very short and, but I want to get to the point where we can go for longer walks. And now with the fall weather coming in, I mean, it's still hot here in South Carolina. We had a couple days where it was nice and cool and I was loving it and we were outside all the time. But then of course this week we're back in the, mid to upper 80s with like the humidity making it feel like in the 90s. So once the cooler weather kicks in, I really want to get out and start riding bikes with my family and going for nice family walks after dinner and everything. I am not going to be doing any type of intermittent fasting right now or anything like that. I just think that I'd rather eat 3 meals a day, and I don't snack. Well, like this whole week I haven't snacked. I believe just having rich protein packed meals and some fat, like good fats and low carb, under 20 net carbs, is really what I like to do. I know it's not what everybody else likes to do, but I think that's a good start for me, and it's been working. So basically, I just wanted to start this video introducing myself to you guys and seeing where it goes. If people watch it, then great, and I hope you subscribe and like my videos. If not, then, that's fine too. Move along and find, somebody else that you want to watch or whatever. But I am, like I said, I am 5'3". I'm over 300 pounds, and which that is very vulnerable for me to put out there because I know that there's potentially people out there that might know me and see this, and which is kind of embarrassing for me, but it's also maybe like a wake-up call for me too, is that is something that I have to accept and move forward with. I do apologize the way I look today. I really didn't put myself together, and my glasses are really crooked. So anyways, a little background on me is I have tried every fad diet, yo-yo diet type thing out there. I mean, everything. The only thing I haven't tried is Weight Watchers because I've heard a lot of people be very successful on that and very good for them. But if you don't stick with it forever, like, and they allow like certain junk foods and stuff. I can't do junk food. I am a chips and dip type of person. I'm not a big sweet person, like where I crave for cupcakes and sweet stuff. I am a crunchy, salty person. So like popcorn, chips with dip, nachos, like that is my downfall. So for me, being able to allow myself to have those things, I am not going to succeed. But I have done Atkins in the past, and I'm originally from New Jersey, and I actually did Atkins a long time ago. I had gained some weight. My parents had moved to South Carolina, and I had a roomie, and she didn't eat that healthy, so I didn't eat healthy either, and I ended up packing on some pounds, and I think before that had happened, I weighed like 135 pounds. I was like really looking good, and I was so happy with myself, my life. But then when I started eating poorly, I gained a good 60 pounds, which started to show. So I decided to follow the Atkins diet, and I ended up losing like 60 pounds in 6 months, and which was awesome. I was just so excited, and like I didn't see my friends for a while. I was just like, the only way I'm going to do this is if I dedicate my time to myself. And I was working at a hospital, so I was always busy. But then one day, one of my friends asked me to go to a barbecue, and it was after like 6 months of not seeing them. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Come pick me up and we'll go. And everybody was pretty impressed and amazed by the way that I looked. And which this sounds so stupid, but when people praise me on how good I look, or like, if I dropped some weight or whatever, it almost triggers my brain to say that it's okay to let go and have a piece of cake or have a cheeseburger with a bun or something like that. It's my mental, I'm telling you, there's something in my head that tells me that, like, oh, so I did good, so I earned something delicious and amazing, which it triggers my brain to think that I can do that all the time and have cheat meals. And it was a spiraling effect from that. But anyways, so I moved here to South Carolina from New Jersey 13 years ago. And sorry, that snoring in the background is my dog. He's a puggle, so yeah, he snores really loud. Anyways, so I moved here 13 years ago, and I was at a decent weight then. I think it was maybe like 165 pounds. Sorry, my dog is being weird. Anyways, but I was at a good weight where, like, I was really, like, I still took care of myself. I was, out partying, having a good time. I'm meeting people and everything. I ended up meeting my husband down here. I met him 11 years ago. And our relationship, was very hard to get our relationship going because he had just recently went through a really bad divorce. And so he was kind of like not wanting to, rush into things. And I couldn't get him to come out and hang out with me at my house. Like, we would meet up in public and with friends. I could never get him to come to my house, even though we liked each other. Like, we communicated every day. And anyways, I called my mom and I told her, I said, I feel like this guy is somebody who will be with me, like, long term. And I feel like I just kind of knew, like I knew that he was the one. And so she's like, Melissa, what you need to do is the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And she's like, you need to cook for him, and I said, all right, we'll do. And at that time I had a roommate, and he and we just partied a lot, and we really didn't eat that much, but we didn't have healthy choices in the house. It was usually like frozen Stouffer's meals and stuff like that. So our eating habits weren't that great, but I learned how to cook so I could get my husband, my boyfriend then, my husband now, to come over and hang out with me. So I did that, and that's where I started packing on pounds, because I really started to cook. And they weren't good choices. It was like pastas and some meats and stuff, and like chicken cutlets and just whatever to get him to come over and hang out with me, which it worked. But I also packed on lots of weight and continued to excuse me, for the past 10 years, or 11 years that we've been together. So I want to start over. I am ready. I am motivated. I'm going to just take this slowly. I know I didn't put on all this weight in a day, so I don't expect it to come off in a day, but it's going to be a slow process, and I hope you guys join me. And this could be everybody's day one, or if you're a weekend, we can do this together, and we can challenge each other and motivate each other and just kind of keep each other on point, have this be our check-in place. And hopefully in a year from now, we will look different, thinner, skinnier, healthier, happier. But yeah, so anyways, thank you for watching. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.